Okay, today is my summer camp 2024, and my wonderful students, James, are going to give a presentation on Shakespeare's Hamlet. Like everybody know, Hamlet is one of the hardest, probably the hardest Shakespeare play. And James has been working on Shakespeare with me for a very long time. So good luck, James. Give us a report on Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Go ahead, James.
Today, I will be talking about the tragedy of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. So, at the start of the play, two guards see that there is a ghost outside that looks a lot like Hamlet's father, the King of Denmark, who was recently killed. During the night, Hamlet was at his mother's wedding with his uncle Claudius. And Hamlet is very disgusted by it because, well, how would you feel if your mom is getting married to your uncle after your dad just died? So Hamlet's uncle Claudius then goes to Hamlet and starts saying, "Are you seriously still sad about your father dying? Like, just get over it already." And so Hamlet is like just trying his best not to grab out his sword and stab his uncle for saying that. Though Hamlet does find it pretty suspicious that why is it that his uncle gets married to his mother Gertrude so quickly after his father died? It's like they planned this whole thing out. Then after the wedding was over, the guards tell Hamlet that there's a ghost that looks like his father outside. Hamlet goes outside, and when he goes into the woods to find the ghost meets Hamlet alone, and the ghost tells him that he is Hamlet's father and that it was his uncle Claudius that killed him. So Hamlet is now convinced that Claudius killed his father, and so now he wanted to murder Claudius. So Hamlet, after meeting the ghost, started going insane. Like, everyone thought Hamlet was acting super strange, and Hamlet to his girlfriend Ophelia was probably the biggest problem, because Ophelia's father Polonius thought that Hamlet was going crazy and tells Ophelia to stay far away from Hamlet. Though Polonius at first thought that maybe this wasn't a problem because, like, maybe it wasn't Hamlet that was going mad. It was probably just Ophelia wasn't being nice enough to Hamlet. But it turns out that he was wrong. Hamlet was the one who was going crazy. So Hamlet then sees his uncle one day praying to God, and he thinks that this is a good time to go kill him. But then Hamlet remembers that if you kill someone when they're praying, they'll go to heaven. And Hamlet wants his uncle to go to hell, because you would want someone to pay for their crimes. And this just shows Hamlet's how smart he is, but it could also be a disadvantage because Hamlet overthink things. Because if you murder a family member, then they'll go to hell, no matter if they're praying or not. So his uncle then says, "Oh my gosh, I was fake praying. Thank goodness no one killed me after that." So Hamlet just gets even more angry about this, and he goes to his mother to talk about why in the world would he marry Claudius. And Gertrude just starts telling Hamlet that he just has to forget about his father and just move on. And then Hamlet has to show his mother pictures of his father, comparing them to his uncle. And Gertrude finally snapped out of it and finally remembered how much she loved Hamlet's father. So then Hamlet sees the curtains moving, which was Polonius, because Polonius wanted to see what Hamlet was doing. And Hamlet thought that that was Claudius. So he starts stabbing the person in the curtains. And by the time he found out that that wasn't Claudius, that was Polonius, he was like, oh gosh, I guess I'm gonna just have to cover this up. So then Ophelia hears that her father died, and well, she lost her father and her boyfriend is going crazy. What should she do? She drowns herself and she commits suicide. So Hamlet hears about Ophelia's death and is super disappointed about what happened. And then Ophelia's brother Laertes hears about Ophelia dying and thinks that this is all Hamlet's fault. And so he decides to murder Hamlet. So then when there was a party going on, Hamlet tries to poison his uncle with poisoned wine. And then Laertes comes and challenges Hamlet to a duel. When they're fighting, Laertes was able to hit Hamlet, and Hamlet quickly figures out that Laertes' sword is covered with poison. So one single strike, even a little scratch, then it's over for Hamlet. So Hamlet immediately kills Laertes and finally remembers, oh yeah, I need to kill Claudius. And so he smashes the lamp onto Claudius. A bit overkill, don't you think? And then his mom drinks the wine goblet and dies.